Hey guys, it's PinkadinkaGFX, and today I'm going to be talking about the very toxic Dress to Impress player that I encountered while playing with my bestie. So basically, we're just going to rewind here. So I was playing with my best friend. We were like on a call. It's not like an actual call because I don't have her phone number, but it's like a sort of Roblox call, you know, like Roblox Connect, where it's kind of like a call. Yeah, you get it. You can just search it up if you're curious and if you are confused, but we were on a Roblox Connect call, and I was like, hey, well, my bestie said, hey, do you want to play Dress to Impress with me? Oh yeah, sure. So then we went over to Dress to Impress, and we started talking, and we were planning to match outfits, and I was quite struggling because I have a laggy computer, and it can't run Roblox games very well, so it started, like, lagging. I was like, okay, whatever, and it had a hard time loading, so I was having trouble, like, picking out the outfits and stuff, and then, all of a sudden, while we were, like, talking together, her mic randomly just disconnected, and I was like, okay, that's weird. And I think she got suspended, I don't know, but she said, "Oh, my mic." And I quote what she said. She said specifically, and then my mic. And then I was like, oh, I don't know, just rejoin. And then this girl, here comes the toxic player. They came over and said, go die. Like, straight up. They literally just straight up said, go die. That's what they said. Yeah, I don't know what they said fully. I think at first, because I didn't see the chat at first. I wasn't looking at what the chat was saying. I was only looking at, like, what she said when she was right next to my avatar. So I just saw what she said, and then this girl, when I first look at the chat, she just says, this girl, and there's two of them, by the way. There's two of these girls, and I'm pretty sure they are girls, but I'm just gonna call them girls for now. I just, like, heard them say, shut up. Well, I didn't hear them, obviously. I saw in the chat. There were two girls, yeah. So there was two girls, like I said. They said in the chat something like, oh, shut up. And I was like, what? You can't speak to me that way. But I was just trying not to, like, go all Karen mode on them, because obviously maybe they just, like, were talking to somebody else, and I heard them, because at first I was like, okay, maybe they are talking to somebody else, but no. They kept saying in the chat things like, shut up, rat, go die. And so I finally went in the chat because I was saying stuff, and they kept repeating off of my messages, just saying, shut up, go die. And so I finally step up and say, are you talking to me? And then one of them goes, yeah, we're talking to you. And I was like, what? Like, what did I do? Why are y'all bullying me for no reason? And they were just like, because I said, why are you just bullying me for no reason? I was just talking to my bestie. And I just said sorry, like, I'm sorry for what I did, because I am not going to be bad person here. I'm going to be the good person, no matter how rude these people are to me. But, yeah, so I just, like, I was being kind, and then they said, shut up, rat. And they just kept telling me to shut up and go die. And they kept calling me the P word, like, the word for a woman's private part, you know, like the P word. It's like another word for a cat. Yeah, you get it. And they kept calling me that, but they, like, spelled it in a different way so they can bypass the chat filter on Roblox. By the way, this was on Roblox, okay? Roblox. Yeah, it's pretty crazy to realize that somebody did this on Roblox, a kid's game, because they don't know that this probably could have been a kid, which I'm not a kid, but they probably were kids themselves. They didn't know what this person was going through. They just, like, randomly said that to somebody on Roblox. Yeah, it's very disappointing to hear. They kept repetitively saying, go die, shut up, rat. And they just kept saying the P word, and over. And I was like, stop it. Who do you... And because I was being nice at first. You know, I already said I was being nice, and then I just snapped. I was sick of it. So I just said, hey, you cannot talk to me that way. I didn't do anything. And she said, shut up, again. because, you know, she doesn't have any other good comeback. And this video is probably going to be short. I don't know. I can't predict the future. And they are just so bratty. It's insane. Like, they're so mean and bratty and rude. And it just made my blood boil. And at one point, I actually started crying from these people because, like, it was getting way too personal. They were actually telling me to off myself and that I should go die and that I'm a P-word and that I should jump off a bridge, like, jump off a building. And I was like, okay, I need to stop crying and man up here. So I snapped. I did not care anymore. I went full-on Karen mode on these people because you're not going to talk to me that way. You're not going to disrespect me that way. Who do you think you are? So obviously, I reported somebody because obviously you would report somebody if they were speaking like this to you. So I just went and reported one of the girls who was calling me the P word. So I reported them for bullying and harassment, and basically I just described what happened in the report description. And then right after I reported you know what's funny? After I reported, like a couple seconds after, like in a matter of seconds, they got banned. Deserved, honestly. You cannot call me a P word and say that I should jump off a bridge without any consequences. Like, who do you think you are? She was just so bratty. And then the other girl was like, what did you just do? Did you just get my... I think she was trying to say moots, like people who are friends. I don't really know the full definition of moots, but did you just ban my moot? And I was like, yeah, I did, because she was bullying me. And then her petty ass went ahead and said, oh, well then you're getting banned too. And I was like, no. Because I didn't want to actually get banned, so I just like immediately left after she said that because I was scared. I didn't want to get banned too, so I obviously just left, and I was like, I'm done. I was so done with those people already. I've been done with those people already, and the fact that they just said that to me out of nowhere, like, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Because obviously you are not better than anybody else. You're not special. You're just a brat. You are a little fatherless rat who likes to bully people on Roblox and tell them to go jump off a bridge and die. Like, that's just so petty and rude. And it's not even petty because they just said it to me out of nowhere. It's not like out of spite or anything. They just said that to me because I was talking to my best friend. And I'm pretty sure they did that to somebody else in the server too, because I was like, I just had enough of these people. So after I left, I rejoined a different server with my bestie, and I came across this girl who was like, yeah, I just left the server with a bunch of like mean people. And I was like, oh my god, same. And then she started talking about how they kept doing the same thing they did to me, and I was like, oh my god, me too. And we realized that we were in the same server together, and they were being all rude to her and me. So yeah, I'm glad she got banned, because I'm friends with the other girl who, like, was in that server with me, because, yeah. If you want to go follow her, I don't remember her name exactly. I think it's, like, it has Barb with 2 B's at the end, but I don't really remember her user. Also, one thing, if somebody bullies you on Roblox, like, tells you go commit, you know, self-die, I guess I could call it that. If somebody tells you to do that, just ignore them. Don't listen to that. It's a very toxic environment, and in fact, somebody tells you to do that, just leave the server. No matter how much progress you put into that, you do not want to be in that server anymore. It's a toxic server, it's a toxic environment. You don't need to be experiencing any, you don't need to be like talking to those people and interrogating them. No, you don't need to do any of that. Just leave the server. Report them, block them, do whatever, and don't come back. Because obviously, it's a very toxic environment. Environment, just like I said, do not listen to them. You're special, you mean more than you think, and yeah. By the way, I forgot to mention, the GFX featured in the background of this video is a GFX for, I believe you pronounce it, Jupiter Paws, and if you want your GFX featured in the background of my videos, be sure to order over the link in the description. I'll see you guys soon. Mwah. Bye!